I'm starting a new playlist. So if you're in this playlist or you find this video, this will be my first one right now. But I am going to start doing like repairs, all the stuff that we do in Alaska to get our house ready, just what it takes to survive here in Alaska. And one of those things is being at least semi-mechanically sound. So I have a generator, and 2 years ago our power went out for 6 days here. So I had them install a transfer switch so that I can switch my whole house and it could be powered on the generator. But I'm bringing you this video because my generator stopped working, and I have a Generac 8500 or XT8500EFI generator. This last storm that we had, power went out for about a day and I couldn't get the generator going. So I had to do a bunch of work, and I was hoping to find a video like this online, but I couldn't find it. Switch turns on, red fault light is solid and won't turn over. Couldn't pull start it either. So what I figured out is the solenoid went bad, and I did checked all the normal stuff, checked the oil, checked spark, checked the fuel pump, since this is fuel injected, making sure that that pump is working, all the fuses are working. Couldn't figure out exactly what's happening until I bypassed the solenoid, which I'll show you how to do that. But you put a screwdriver and touch both the screws, positive to the negative. And Jen just ruined my video. That's okay. And then I touched both of those and it fired right up after that. So I'm going to change out the solenoid, and then that should solve the problem. So also, there is a warning on these generators. I'll show you that warning in a second. It says it will not turn over if the battery is not at 100%. One bad thing about these generators that it's always drawing an amperage. I don't know if it's because the hours light is always lit or what, but if you don't have it plugged in, which you could buy an AC adapter to keep it plugged in like in your garage, so it's charging all the time, or a good idea is just to disconnect the negative so your battery's not using any power, it's not drawing any amperage, or have a backup battery. So I went and picked up a new battery. What I knew that it wasn't the battery was when I tried to jump it with the jumpers, either with the car or we have this portable jumper, it wasn't turning over at all. So I wasn't getting power to the starter. So that's kind of how I figured out that, you know, it's not the battery, it's not the fuel, I'm just not getting the power that I need. And I'll kind of show you guys all that stuff. Put links in the description below where to buy that. The different batteries, part numbers, all that stuff will be in the description below for this Generac EFI, the XT8500EFI generator. All right, so this is what it first looked like. So you hear that sound right there? I'll do that again. So listen. So hear that? That's the fuel pump sucking up water, so I know that that's working. The clicking sound over here, you could see. I'll move that. So that's turning the choke on. You can see that there's power going to there. Oil start is, that's where you'll find the part number there. Battery is in now. This is a brand new battery. You hear the pump turn on, choke, all that. Red fault light is solid. So we know it's not battery. It's brand new. Still no turnover. So to get to the solenoid, we have to take off this front cover here. So we have 2 bolts. I've already taken it off, but 2 bolts on top, and then these 4 side bolts here. So you take out these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these 2 on the top, and this front cover will come off. Took off that front cover. You could see that right here. This little guy right here, that's the solenoid. I'm going to show you how to bypass the solenoid. I'll show you how to do that. Get a screwdriver. Make sure you have a plastic handle, not exposing any metal, or you'll get shocked. This isn't completely 100% safe, so be very careful if you do this. Right here, positive, negative. If you do, it's going to spark real good. Right up. So we're going to take that solenoid off. So to be safe, you want to disconnect the battery and make sure that there's no power to it. I couldn't find it off Amazon. They were all out, so I went to a place here in Alaska. But part number is OH98380102, contactor assembly for electric start, or solenoid. I'll show you guys that. And that's what it looks like. That's your solenoid right there. So we're going to install that baby. That's what we're going to take apart here. All right, just like with, take note of which wires go which when you take these off. Looks like there are 3 positives. Now we'll disconnect that. And then just 1 ground, which goes to the back of the starter here. Get this into a position where I can right there, 1 right there, and then 1 on the back side. Good. Let's get it all mounted back on here. This new solenoid or connector assembly, I think is what it's labeled as. And there, or bolt. I keep saying screw, but tighten her down a little bit. I don't think you gotta really torque on it too much, but okay. Just gonna secure it in there. Positive. I know there's another one positive. So we don't want anything accidentally touching that and causing a spark. As you saw when I did it with a screwdriver, it really sparked good. So, all right, now we'll connect the battery. Yep. Test it out. All right. Solenoid is connected. Start. I'm just going to crank it over since I don't have the crank cover on. Shoeless. All right, we're gonna put it all back together. So it turns right over. I'm gonna put it all back together, and then we'll start it again. But like I was saying, these generators pull a little bit of amperage. So either disconnect this battery. I would either take this negative off if you're in storage. If you're in the bush or something like that and you're unable to plug it in, or they do have the AC plug-in right there, and you could just plug it in, and if your power goes out, the battery would be fully charged. That's how you kind of like trickle charge it. So I'll put all those, I'll put the link to the description that AC adapter on Amazon, and all the part numbers and tools and models and all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow us for more adventures.